Hi, this is just to show how to get into Android Studio and open up your first project. It's a pretty slow program to start up, especially the first time. So this is normally the first screen that you see when you open up Android Studio. You click on Start a New Android Studio Project. You type in the name of your application. Obviously you can use spaces because the example does, but I prefer not to. We are working with phones and tablets, so we leave it on that. You can change this. This is the lowest version of the Android operating system that you want your app to work with. So my old phone's still in KitKat, so I've chosen KitKat to be my lowest, but you can choose something higher, more recent. So the latest version of Android at the moment is Nougat 7.1.1. But if you set it on that, then no previous versions of Android could open your app. So you want to set it fairly low so that you can open it on most mobile phones despite what OS they're up to. Click Next. We're going to start with our home page as an empty activity. So select empty activity if it's not already and click Next. And activity in Android Studio is the same as page, if you like. So your main activity is your home page. So you can leave that as main activity. Each page, so this is a page which will have Java code on it. It has a matching layout page called Activity Main. So it basically makes the name itself from the name that you put for the Java code. So you have like matching pages, one with program code and one with a layout, which is like the Android version of HTML. It's actually been quite quick today. You'll see all the red underlines are there initially, but if you give it a chance just to finish building, down here at the bottom of the screen you'll see what it's up to, and when it's finished the red lines should go away. So when you start, often this won't be open, you may just see these two. So if you want to find your main pages, I'll just close everything so I can show you how to open them from the beginning. And sometimes this is hidden as well. So to see the new project you've opened, you can open up this project side menu by clicking here, and this is how you hide it. Clicking here, you open up your app, and the main folders you need are Java and resources. So Java has the code in it. Under this first one here is your main activity code. If you double click on that, you can view what's in there already by default. It's already imported some libraries, and you'll need to import more the more terms that you use. And then resources has a few different folders of interest. It has a drawable folder where you place all your pictures that you want to use. Your layout folder, which has the layout of the page, which is in XML format, which is the one I was talking about on the previous pane. If you double click that, it has two views. This is the text view here, so you can add tags. A text view element is like a place where you can place text. So pretty easy, but it's called maybe a paragraph or header tag or something like that in HTML. So the layouts, there's various different layouts for mobile and tablet screens. So a relative layout is basically a layout where everything is positioned relative to its proximity to other elements on the screen. So if you have this text view element on there as the first item, then if you were to place an image below that, you could place it immediately under the text view, and then its relative position would be below text view. There's other layouts such as grid layout, where things can snap into a grid. You can have a linear layout that's either stacking things down the page one under the other or across the page horizontally. So you can choose horizontal or vertical for linear layout. But relative's probably the easiest to work with, and it's the default that they give you. So you can change it to one of the others if you wish. Everything in this screen needs to have a width and a height. So it doesn't mean you have to specify it in dot points, but the most common two are matched parent, which means that the width is as wide as the container around it, or wrap content. So wrap content makes it as small as it can go while still showing its contents. So there's also the design view. So if you go down to the bottom and click design, this makes it really easy to add new things to the page. You can just type them in, but if I wanted to add a button, I would just drag it in like this. You can place it anywhere on the page because it's relative layout. At the moment, it's relative position. You can go and have a look in the text view. It says that it's aligning with the bottom of the parent container and aligning with the start of the parent container. So in other words, it's at the far left and at the bottom of its parent container. And it's given it an automatic ID, which is just button at the moment. Obviously, that's not ideal. You'd want to replace that with something more meaningful as we tell the program what we're going to use that button for. You can change the text in that button. At the moment, the word button is hard-coded in. You can replace it with another hard-coded word, but it's telling you right now that you should really use string resources for words, and we'll go through that in another video.